June 11th. The entire planet is going to stop. Millions of eyes, thousands of cameras, and 48 nations, all converging on North American soil for the biggest sporting event in human history. Welcome to Pitch Confidential, the place where we unmask the beautiful game and give you the real story behind the scoreboard. Now, before we open the secret vault on today's massive conspiracy, if you want to stay ahead of the game and know what's truly happening behind the scenes this World Cup, do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next on this channel. But what if I told you that the drama, the tears, and the absolute chaos we are about to witness over the next few weeks isn't a battle of pure sporting merit, but a multi-billion-dollar Hollywood script? Think about it. We're in America now, the land of showbiz, the birthplace of the WWE, Marvel, and the greatest comeback stories ever told. And right at the center of this massive corporate chessboard sits one man, the GOAT, Lionel Messi. Is it just a crazy coincidence that the greatest player to ever touch a football moved to the United States just 2 years before the American World Cup? Is it just luck that every major corporate sponsor, TV network, and governing body stands to make historical, record-breaking billions only if one specific team lifts that golden trophy on July 19th? To understand the script, you have to follow the money. In America, money doesn't just talk, it screams. For decades, the United States has been the final frontier for football. The rest of the world loves it, but America had the NFL and the NBA. Soccer lacked that main character energy. Enter 2023. Lionel Messi turns down a literal billion-dollar contract from Saudi Arabia to come to a bottom-of-the-table club in Miami. But look at the fine print of that contract, guys. This wasn't just a football transfer. It was a joint venture business merger between Messi, Apple, Adidas, and Major League Soccer. Apple bought the global streaming rights to American soccer for $2.5 billion, and they agreed to give Messi a percentage of their revenue. Overnight, Messi didn't just popularize soccer in America, he turned it into a cultural phenomenon. Hollywood elite, tech moguls, Wall Street billionaires, everyone suddenly wanted a piece of the Messi pie. But here's the catch. All of this investment, the billions from Apple, the massive stadium expansions, the insane marketing campaigns, it's all a massive, high-stakes gamble. And that gamble has a terrifying expiration date. The year 2026. If America hosts this World Cup and Lionel Messi crashes out in the early rounds, the casual American sports fan turns off the TV. The hype dies. The billions of dollars spent by broadcasters and sponsors evaporate into thin air. From a purely capitalistic standpoint, FIFA and its billion-dollar partners cannot afford an early exit for Argentina.
Now, let's talk about the logistics, because this is where the plot genuinely thickens and the blueprint becomes crystal clear. Welcome to the brand new FIFA World Cup format. For the first time in history, we don't have 32 teams. We have 48. 48 teams, 12 groups of 4, and an entirely new round added to the knockout stage, the round of 32. On paper, FIFA claims this expansion is about inclusivity and giving smaller nations a chance to shine on the world stage. That sounds amazing in a corporate press release, right? But let's look at how the mathematics of this new system actually play out for the elite teams and the ultimate safety of the tournament's biggest assets. In this new 48-team matrix, the top 2 teams from each group automatically qualify for the knockouts. But wait, there's more. The 8 best third-place teams also move forward. What does that actually mean for the tournament's survival? It means it is statistically, mathematically, almost impossible for a powerhouse like Argentina to go home early. In the old format, one bad game, one controversial red card, or one freak upset against a team like Saudi Arabia could ruin your entire tournament. We literally saw Argentina lose their opening match in Qatar. They were on the absolute brink of total disaster and elimination. But in 2026, FIFA has essentially built a massive safety net, a giant, comfortable cushion. Even if Argentina slips up in the group stage, the format is designed to ensure that the big money draws, the Messis, the Mbappés, the global superstars, are safely protected and guided into the high-stakes knockout rounds. And it's not just about getting out of the groups safely, it's about the brutal physical reality of this tournament. This World Cup is massive. It stretches across three giant countries, spanning thousands of miles from Vancouver to Mexico City. The travel fatigue is going to be absolutely brutal for these international squads. Players are coming off exhausting European club seasons, and now they have to fly across multiple time zones in the blistering summer heat. But who has already completely adjusted to the brutal American summer travel? Who has spent the last 3 years flying back and forth across the United States, mastering the humidity, the pitch conditions, and the flight schedules? Lionel Messi and his core entourage. While European players are complaining about jet lag and struggling to adapt to American turf pitches, Argentina will feel like they're playing a home tournament. The entire ecosystem has been preconditioned for their comfort. Is it just a coincidence, or the perfect environment engineered for success? Now, let's venture into the most controversial territory of all: the referees, the VAR, the split-second decisions that alter the course of sports history forever. If you hopped on social media during the last World Cup, you couldn't escape the conspiracy theories. Critics pointing out the sheer number of penalties awarded to Argentina, 5 penalties in 7 games. It sparked an absolute firestorm online, with rivals claiming the tournament was heavily favored toward Messi finally getting his fairy tale ending. Now look, we aren't here to say referees are taking envelopes of cash under the table. This isn't a mob movie and things don't work that way anymore. But psychological profiling and sports science tell us something much more fascinating about how human beings make decisions under extreme pressure. It's called narrative bias. When a referee steps out onto a pitch in front of 80,000 screaming fans with hundreds of millions watching at home, they aren't robots. They feel the weight of the story. They know what the world wants to see, and they know what makes history. Imagine a 50-50 challenge inside the penalty box in the 88th minute of a crucial knockout match. It could go either way. If the ref blows the whistle against Messi, they instantly become the most hated person on earth. They ruin the global Hollywood story. They destroy the ultimate climax. But if they give the benefit of the doubt to the superstar, the crowd erupts, the story continues, the narrative flows perfectly. Subconsciously, the pressure on officials in this tournament is going to be unlike anything we've ever seen before in modern sports. Let's look at the boardroom level. FIFA is an organization that lives and breathes on narrative. They need iconic, timeless imagery to sell their brand for the next 50 years. The image of Pelé lifting the trophy in 1970, Maradona in 1986, Messi in 2022. But what could possibly top Qatar? What could be bigger than Messi winning his first World Cup? Simple. Messi winning his final World Cup, back to back, cementing his status as the undisputed, untouchable, eternal king of football, right in the entertainment capital of the world. It's the ultimate mic drop moment. It's an image that will be printed on t-shirts, billboards, and Netflix documentaries for the next century. And FIFA knows that the financial ripple effect of an Argentina victory in America will boost the sport's revenue in North America by hundreds of billions over the next decade. The economic incentive to keep the Messi train rolling isn't just big, it's historic. But hold on. Every great Hollywood script needs a major twist. Every great movie has a moment where the hero looks like they're about to lose everything, where the plan falls apart. Because while the corporate suits, the sponsors, and the marketing geniuses might have their perfect ending written down on paper, football is ultimately played on grass. And the rivals? They are arriving on American soil with an absolute vengeance. Kylian Mbappe isn't coming to America to be an extra in Lionel Messi's movie. He's coming to take the crown and establish his own empire. Brazil is hunting for their 6th star, desperate to end a 24-year drought. And the young, hungry U.S. men's national team? They are playing on home soil, backed by a passionate nation that is ready to shock the entire world. If this tournament really is scripted, then Messi is going to have to fight through the most brutal, unforgiving gauntlet of his entire life. At his age, his body is pushing its absolute physical limits. The pressure on his shoulders isn't just heavy, it's crushing. Whether you believe the tournament is set up for him, or you believe it's pure, unadulterated sport, one thing is absolutely undeniable. This World Cup is going to give us the greatest show on earth. The stage is set. The actors are ready. The lights are up. So, let me know down in the comments below. Do you think the path has been cleared for Lionel Messi to take over America and lift his second World Cup? Or do you think a shocking upset is brewing that will leave the corporate sponsors in absolute ruins? Who is your money on to win it all on July 19th? Drop your predictions right now. I'm reading every single comment. If you loved this deep dive and want the absolute truth behind the biggest matches, the hidden tactics, and the secret stories of this World Cup, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. This is just the beginning of our journey. The pitch has secrets, and we're here to reveal them all. This is Pitch Confidential. See you guys at the opening whistle on June 11th. Peace.